play call screen.
The Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line. But I think
entering play call,
So let's check the call.
formation. There are 7 categories.
Great field
Even
position.
6-1. You have 9 options. Cover 3 buzzes selected. Cover 4 quarter. Tampa 2.
Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Audible. Give cushion. Pass.
Montgomery on the counter. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's
Entering play call. Evens. Cover 1 goal. Cover 2 man.
He's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space.
Cover 1 goal.
He just made a great play there.
here's second and
Give
9.
cushion.
Just a yard on that last run.
Pass. Give cushion.
A give. This is Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Entering play call. Even 6-1. You have 9 options. Cover 3 buzzes selected.
First and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory.
Entering play call. Fake stop. Empty end zone. WK.
He's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
R1 button. Square button.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. QB draw is selected.
Defense not allowing him to get to the perimeter, but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
R1 button.
Also have to
R1 button.
the running game.
Triangle button.
And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
8 yards on the completion.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough.
Entering play call. Coach check out.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends.
Inside zone.
Well,
Mesh.
what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory.
45 quick pay. Mesh.
That's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Triangle button.
First down.
Triangle button. R1 button. Cross button.
Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. QB draw is selected.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Sack.
Triangle button.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Shapes is selected.
So he can throw the football.
So now Stafford and the Rams
Cross
after the
button.
sack.
Triangle button.
Third and
Square
long.
button. Flat. Triangle button. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And this will hit just beyond.
Entering play call. LB fire.
Touchback.
Monster green. Cover 3. LB fire. Cover 3.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
Entering play call. Split. LB fire.
And you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his crew.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected.
And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to
Circle button.
the coach.
Cross button.
His teammates
Cross button. Square button.
You haven't done it.
Cross button.
It's not something that's part
R1
of
button.
You got to see
R1 button.
react. Let's see how he bounces
Cross
back.
button.
2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Entering play. Jet touch. Stretch alert. Smash drive.
Isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a first.
Cross button.
Now after
R1 button. Square button. R1 button.
Now it's down.
Triangle button. R1 button. Cross button.
This one almost intercepted.
Entering play. Leveled switch sail. Inside zone split.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 20.
R1 button.
From the
Circle button.
Stafford.
Circle button. Cross button.
Taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Drag under is selected.
Because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
an incomplete pass on that last
Circle
play.
button.
They'll need to
Circle button.
here on 3rd down.
Cross button. Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button. Square button.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he couldn't.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line.
Entering play call 2, 4, 5. There are 2 category. Play call. Tempo 2. Cover 2 man.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily.
Entering play call 3, 5 wide. There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 2 single selected.
What about the length of the football for a first down?
Give cushion.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Entering play call 3, 5 wide. There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 2 men. 1 Sam SS blitz.
The edge, and those pass rushers, they have
Cover
so many
1
tools
Sam
to
SS
get
blitz.
around
Cover
more.
3 bus.
They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one.
Entering play call 3, 5 wide. There are 2. Mike blitz 3.
Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty.
Mike blitz 3.
That way.
An incomplete pass on this play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Give cushion.
Fields. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In that situation, run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Triangle button.
Up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they will
Entering play call.
forward.
Mesh. AHP die. Gun plan. Player. Formation. Concept. There are 9 categories. There are 11 subcategories. Pop. Play type. There are personnel. There are play type. There are concept. Play pass. Quick pass. There are play call. 409. Y cross. Mesh dig. Y cross. Quick. Y cross. R1 button. R1 button. Cross button.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete.
Entering 494 F flat.
Nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Triangle button. R1 button. Cross button.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is brought down the number 4.
Entering 494 F flat.
Season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming up with back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves.
R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button.
Quick slant here to Woods. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Entering 494 F. 494 F flat.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first.
R1 button. R1 button.
Zone now.
Square button.
He's got it. And the Rams are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way.
Entering play call. Shotgun pass. There are 6. Play type. Run. Pitch. There are 7. Play call.
Cubs gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Give to Akers on the draw.
And he pushes forward but comes.
Entering play call. Draw. There are 7 categories. You have play call.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On the sneak, it's Stanford. And he'll get in. He's
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Added empty selected.
As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster.
Entering play call. Unplanned formation. Errors. Nickel. 4. Nickel.
Long one that goes back in the
play
opposite
call.
direction.
Temperature.
Covering it is being able to stop them deep.
Cover 2 man.
How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's taken down.
Entering play call. 3-5 wide. There are 2 cover 2 man.
Yards on the opening play.
Play call.
Also give him a first down.
Give cushion.
Back to throw. Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a win.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Added empty selected.
And make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold. Feel what's going on.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Grant, he will not return it.
Entering play call. 4 formation. 4 even 6-1. You have not temperature. Cover 4 quarters.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, CD, when you combine...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the...
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line.
Entering.
For most people, the excitement is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're starting to put some space here.
Triangle button.
They didn't look
Triangle button.
This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're
entering play call. Coach girls
around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to, but somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Entering play call. Coach play formation. Play type. Recent plays. AHD draw. Coach suggests recent play. Play type. Personnel. There are play type. There are 9. Inside hand. Play call. Play call.
Try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down.
Entering play call. Play call.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
R1 button. R1 button.
Run on first down. Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call. AHD draw.
2nd and 12.
Play type. Pass. Screen pass. There. WR screen. Play call. Play call. 4 verticals.
A loss results there.
Second and 12.
Cross button. Circle button. Circle button. Cross button.
That one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to...
Entering play call. Shotgun pass. There are 6 categories. You have 1-8. 4 verticals.
To the ground, incomplete.
Inside post.
Rams on 3rd down. They've hit
cross button.
Thus far.
Cross contact. Cross button. Triangle button. R1 button. Square button.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
But those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
Entering play call. Plan. There are 7 formation. There are concept. There are 7 Play type, there are 7 cover to sink.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. Drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly.
Entering play call.
They have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Entering play call.
Run, pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second.
Entering play.
14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by. I know he'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Entering play.
It's 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Another completion.
Play height, there, cover to
He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in Week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Fields on 3rd down. And Graham's got it, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Well, we looked at
entering play call, cover to zone. There are Tempadu.
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Spread.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Entering play, Tempadu.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and 16.
Spread. Give cushion.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And Graham's got it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple.
Entering play call, cover to zone. Tempadu.
As the clock will stop with
play type, there are 7. Confirmation, there are 7 categories. Nickel. Do. Play call. Tempadu.
Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Spread.
Fields now to throw. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have predictions. Slot drive is selected.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next next week, situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those.
Cross button.
Wayside.
Cross button.
Make those kind of
Cross button. Audible.
Rookie mistake.
Circle button. Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button. Cross button.
Bring it out deep for Woods.
Square button.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys.
Entering play call 2-4. Cover 2 man. Play call.
Charles, you're so close to halftime.
Tampa 2.
Throw the interception. Not only
Cover
that,
3 bus.
you give it to them in plus territory as well.
Give cushion.
Pushing real.
Give cushion.
Get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now
Entering play call Tampa 2.
perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a second
Give cushion.
down 6.
Give cushion.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And we're going to get a timeout.
Entering play cover 2 sing.
In the second quarter.
Cover 1 contain. Play call. Cover 2 man. Give cushion. Give cushion. Spread. Spread. Spread.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night television.
Entering Unplanaja. Run outside. Throw it medium.
Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime.
Defend media.
Coach.
Defend geek pass. Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
Contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Entering puck cross.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help.
Entering play spacing.
In a few more times.
On plan, there are 9 player. Concept, play type, there are 9.
Too many sacks for comfort.
Play call.
Yards to go.
Circle button.
Down.
Cross button.
Here's Stafford.
Cross button. Circle button.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Entering play call. Screen pass error 6. Play type. Run.
Look from you there.
Confirmation. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Concept. There are quick pass.
Game. Let's see.
Slant. There are 7 categories. Play. Play call. Play call. Play call. Circle button. R1 button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Entering play call. Only hot. There are 7 categories. You have 3 options. Slot post angle is selected.
But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big
circle button, square button, triangle button, R1 button, cross button, contact, circle button.
After the sack on
circle button,
Stafford,
square button.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Entering play call. Only hot. There are 7 categories. You have play call.
Fine line between
play call.
Good coverage,
play call.
And interference. And they
concept.
On that play.
Media smash. There. Y corner. Cross button, R1 button, circle button, R1 button.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get him down as he's inside.
Entering play call, shakes.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus
concept. There are 9 categories. There are 14 subcategories. Option is set to smash. Play type, run, pass, play call.
For that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So into Bear territory.
Circle button.
This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Entering play call. AHD slip screen. Cross button, circle button, triangle button, triangle button.
Stafford, that's into the hands of Akers, complete. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses.
Entering play call, screen pass, errors, play type, there are 9. Player, error, Tyler Higg, Cam Makers, you have 66 options, HD inside zone is selected.
Open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Entering play call, Cam Makers, you have 6. Player, there are 9 categories, you have 7. On plan, there are throw it medium, you have 57 options. Bench corner stop is selected.
Going backwards.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Triangle button, R1 button, cross button.
Open man is Chase Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy.
Entering play, white cross, corner post.
Good for 7. It's third down.
Y shallow cross, shakes, slot post angle. On plan, there are coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. QB draw is selected. Cross button, square button, R1 button.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play goes.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 32 yards is selected.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they will move on by
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Entering play, cover 2 man.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get...
Entering play call, cover 1 LB blitz.
Kenny Young had the...
Overstore, cover 1 LB blitz.
That run, let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Spread, give cushion. Give cushion.
Throw left side, complete. That's Grant. That one good for the completion percentage.
Entering play call, 2, 4, 5, there are 2 categories. Cover 4 quarters.
Your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of conversions.
Spread,
as we come up.
give cushion.
Out of the gun, Fields. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Jackson to return, and he'll get this up past the 25.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected.
1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead.
Square button. Triangle button.
Hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
Entering play call, coach suggests AHB slips, QB draw, on plan, player, there from concept, there are 9, quick media, smash, there, shakes,
and try
angle
to
smash.
in a big way. And the best way to do it,
China Wyckoff. Corner strike.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with
Entering play. Shakes.
You're watching
Angle smash. China Wyckoff.
Sports.
Corner strike.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Triangle button.
Shotgun snap.
Triangle button.
It's caught by Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Entering play call. Smash. There are 14 categories. You have 18 options. Bench corner stop is selected. Concept. There are 9 categories. There are 14 subcategories. Plate. Pass. Screen pass. There are 6 categories. You have 25 options. HB slip screen is selected. Square button. Square button. Cross button.
First down.
R1 button. R1 button. Cross button.
Go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Entering play call. Screen pass. There are 6 categories. You have 25 options. HB slip screen. Play type. Personnel. Play type. There are 9 categories. There are formation. Concept. Formation. I form. Pro. You have 6. MTHHB zone.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Entering play call. Pro. AHB leg draw.
Defensively, a key was stopping.
Empty end zone WK. AHB leg draw. Formation. There are
Guys really
gun.
do a nice job
Goal
of
line.
paying attention
Pistol.
during the scouting
Full house.
meeting.
There are 9 cat
When they do
slants.
those, they talk about
AHB by WK.
these guys like to run. The best runs from the
Slants.
top running back.
AHB by WK.
Focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Circle button. R1 button. Compact. Triangle button.
Stafford.
Triangle button.
Right up top for Cup.
Square button.
Going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot.
Entering play call. AHB by WK.
We're trying to keep a defense honest.
Slants.
With that type of
AHB by WK. Play call.
Send him deep.
Play
Try to
call.
put some air under
Play
it.
call.
You can
Counter.
get down
The under. Play call.
They run
Play
successful.
call.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Cross button.
Stafford.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he's
Entering play call. Jigsaw open. There are 9 categories. Formation. There are 9. Concept. Play type. Run. Draw. There are 7. AHB draw.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
R1 button. R1 button.
It's down. Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Entering play call. Draw. There are 7 categories. You have 14. Play call. Play call.
He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going right back to Akers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So
entering play call. Outside handoff. Play type. There are 9 categories. There are 7 subcategories. Pop. Pass.
Do it a lot in college.
Standard pass. Verticals. Switch.
To learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long.
Cross button. Circle button. Cross button. Cross button. Square button. R1 button. R1 button.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Entering play call. On plan. There are 7 category. Formation. There are.
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a
play call.
lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, it's Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by David Long.
Entering play call. Standard pass. There are switch.
Line.
Verticals.
I have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play.
Triangle button.
Because
R1 button.
need to get him
R1 button.
and fight another
Square button.
because
Touchdown, Rams!
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Added empty selected.
They're able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
totally, that's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it.
Entering play call. Temperature.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to
call.
here in this one.
Engage 8.
Hoping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup.
Entering play call. Storm grade 1.
His throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for as teams down.
Good cushion.
So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Entering play call. Number 1 Robert. Fire zone bluff.
Almost instantaneously led to a very quick sack. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good cushion.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Down under 2.
Entering play call. Wilmot press.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fields on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game,
entering play call, cover 4 quarters.
Even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job.
Entering play call, there are 3 categories. Formation, 4, split, you have 9 up, LB fire.
Yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this pass broken up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Another throw there off the mark.
Plan, there are 7. Formation, there are quick time. 2, 3, cover 3 match.
On out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10.
Entering play call, formation, there are Hail Mary, you have 3 options. Formation, there are concept, keep, flood, there are flood.
To hold the safety, and you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open.
R1 button.
Easy.
R1 button.
To go get
R1 button.
And this is incomplete. Very
entering play call.
Back.
Flood. Flood. Y sale.
Down now.
X burst cross. Concept. There are flood. There are 12 cat. Play call. 4 verticals.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Staying
R1 button.
Roquan Smith.
Entering play call, verticals, there are 12 categories, you have 24 options, T-Duck is selected.
There, the guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety, but the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Entering play call, verticals, there, play call. R1 button. R1 button. Out left.
Staring up at a 3rd and long.
R1 button. Circle button. Circle button. Triangle button.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Entering play call. LB fire. Monster green. Cover 3. Formation 4. 3. Even 6. 1. You have 9 options. Cover 3 buzz is selected.
It cost him.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Santos kicking off for Chicago.
And the Rams have got him. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle.
Entering play cutter.
Inside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down
R1 button. Cross button. Cross button.
Stafford gonna...
Cross button. Cross button.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line.
Cross button.
Gain of 14.
Cross button.
That should be enough to get him home free.
Circle button. R1 button. Square button.
He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question.
Square